Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Thursday, November 17th, and I'm Haley Johnson with today's daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. A popular tool used in classes such as photojournalism and yearbook is getting the AP Computer Science treatment. WTV's Nicholas Hamilton explains.
Students are diving into a Photoshop lab in AP Computer Science, where various Photoshop filters are created and applied to images. Sophomore Navia Vig is surprised by the sensitive nature of the lab.
The most surprising thing about the lab, Photoshop lab, was how simple it is to completely alter the image. Even by changing just a small value in each of the pixels, you can create a beautiful effect.
For junior Sathvik Kothapalli, this sensitivity adds an interesting aspect to the lab.
This lab is interesting because it involves taking a screen, like an image, and taking its pixels and putting it into a 2D array. It's just like a code, and each pixel has its own characteristic, and we can alter it just by using a couple lines of code, which is interesting.
Labs like the Photoshop lab improve students' critical thinking skills, according to sophomore Sashank Padartri.
Not necessarily the Photoshop lab, but every lab. The skill we most important to learn is critical thinking. And critical thinking is something that we'll be using every day in life. So learning how to approach a problem in a new way is going to be useful every day, not necessarily just in computer science.
Reporting for WTV, I am Nicholas Hamilton.
With a couple of clicks here and a few more clicks there, 3D MA students are making objects to create a room straight out of a home furnishing showroom. WTV Jill Guerrera has the story.
3D MA students have started 3D modeling, which gives students the opportunity to imagine and construct models of real-world objects. Students will be using Maya, a software used by many professionals in the 3D animation industry to design and create a model of their room or one from online. Students will take what they have learned in the room project and apply it to more objects that are more organic, like a bear, and incorporate more design aspects when modeling the object.
The design aspects would be color and texture. A wood would have a different texture than maybe plastic something. They just want to make it as lifelike as possible.
For freshman Maheen Patel, the 3D modeling unit gives him the ability to get creative and make anything he desires.
The part about this project that I like the most is the modeling part, because it's basically hands-on and we get to be creative and create anything we want through the modeling software.
Reporting for WTV, I am Jill Guerrera.
One of the hottest acts is coming to the area and it's caused a ticket frenzy. WTV's Karina Groskaya has the story.
In her first tour since 2018, Taylor Swift is overloading ticket sites and sending her fans into a frenzy as they try to buy her tickets for March and April shows at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. With her new album Midnights, released in October, she announced her Eras Tour, leading fans to wait an hour-long online queues.
And what I've been just doing is logging onto Ticketmaster and just refreshing a lot, waiting in queues. I think I've waited for so many hours at this point, but I really want these tickets.
But it wasn't just students trying to score tickets.
I was just getting text updates from them throughout the day, so every time my phone buzzed, I'd be like, oh my god, do they have tickets yet? And so the other day they put in for that whole pre-sale thing, got their pre-sale code, and then they were in this queue all day where there's a little red line moving and be like, you're getting closer and closer getting to buy your tickets. And then it crashed on them and they weren't able to get their tickets, and that was sad.
For many fans, these tickets are about more than the music.
I'm looking forward to just being able to be with my friends at the concert. We all our friendship sort of formed over Taylor Swift, and it's just grown from there, and it'd be fun to experience it together.
I really love Taylor Swift just because I love her music, and I've really grown up with her music throughout the years, and I think this concert is something that's really important to me, and it's important to a lot of other people. And so I think part of what this concert's appeal is that not only is she performing Midnight, she's also performing every single album.
General admission tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Reporting for WTV, I'm Karina Groskaya.
On this week's edition of My Life As, WTV looks into the life of Rhea Sharma.
So first thing first, when we get to rehearsals, we sign in for attendance. Everyone has to do this step. After this is when we all split up. I am in charge of everything. Basically, I have to supervise, make sure everyone knows their assignments, that the technicians have all their problems covered, they know what they're doing. for the rehearsals, and that the actors have their music, they're being recorded, choreography is being recorded, blocking, like their position on the stage is being taken, and all of that information that I get from rehearsals is relayed back to Mrs. Darce, Mrs. Willingham, and literally the whole cast and crew. Today during rehearsals, I was actually working on costumes, and I basically checked who has not had a costume yet, made sure they got a costume, and made sure everything fit right, and took photos so Miss Darce and Miss Willingham know what the costume situation is. And I also popped in during the music rehearsal with band and orchestra today to make sure everything ran smoothly.
If you are looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. Boys Liberty Soccer will be hosting another round of tryouts after school November 28th to 30th. If you would like to try out, you must have completed a physical and Rank 1 paperwork. Email Coach McGee at mcgee@friscoisd.org for specific instructions about the required paperwork. Care Wiki is hosting a winter supply donation drive starting from today afternoon to the Friday after Thanksgiving break. New items such as coats, scarves, gloves, knit caps, hand warmers, and blankets will be collected. These items can be dropped off at a designated area near the rotunda. Volunteer hours will be given and all items will be directly donated to Samaritan Inn. That's it for today's daily update. This is Haley Johnson for Wingspan TV.